When the task force was first announced, there was hope from homeowners who were struggling with their insurance companies. But now there's more concerns than anything. I spoke with San Francisco Chronicle reporters Susie Nielsen and Sarah DiNatale about the issues they uncovered. Hundreds of homes burned down in the Pacific Palisades and Altadena in January. And while many homes did remain standing, the smoke damage forced families out. Almost a year later, many haven't returned home and remain in a battle with their insurance companies.
Many insurance companies were denying smoke damage survivors coverage for testing of their homes. Homeowners feel like they're in this adversarial relationship with their insurance companies where they're not being given the coverage or the cleaning that they need to feel like their homes are safe to move back into.
As wildfires become increasingly more urban, they're also becoming more toxic. And there are no state or federal standards to dictate how insurance companies and the companies cleaning homes need to handle, cover, or test these smoke-damaged homes.
The California Department of Insurance created a 13-member task force of stakeholders to sort of fill in the blanks that are left in this void of there being no state or federal regulations to give guidance on how best to handle smoke-damaged homes moving forward.
The panel includes insurance lobbyists, public health doctors, consumer advocates, and technical experts. But the Chronicle's investigation found most of those experts primarily work for insurance companies, helping them dispute homeowners' smoke damage claims. That's creating some fear about how much protection this could really mean for homeowners.
If you are getting a tester hired by your insurance company to come test your home, they're working for the insurance company and not for you.
The Chronicle also obtained documents in which smelling clothes and furniture is an advised method to check for smoke damage.
Don't sniff your stuff, which sounds like obvious, but we found that folks tied to the task force or on the task force were using smell as like some type of barometer of cleanliness or safety. That's alarming because we know that a lot of these homes are covered in lead dust and asbestos, and those chemicals don't have like a really specific smell.
Susie and Sarah say the panel notably does not include toxicologists, academic experts, or homeowners with lived experience.
Folks are worried that sort of their regular insurance playbook could wind up being written into state law because these are the people who are giving their input on these guidelines and recommendations for how to handle smoke damage claims.
For the state's part, they insist the panel is balanced, saying they vetted each member for qualifications and purposely included both industry and consumer voices. And they also say they're taking broad input from a very diverse set of experts. You can read the full investigation at sfchronicle.com. In San Francisco, Sarah McGrew, KCRA 3 News.
And right now, the Department of Insurance is also investigating the state last resort insurer, the FAIR Plan, and how it handled smoke damage claims from LA fire survivors.